Speaking section. The speaking section tests your ability to communicate in English in an academic setting. During the test, you will be presented with 4 speaking questions. The questions ask for a response to a single question, a talk, or a lecture. The prompts and questions are presented on time. You may take notes as you listen, but notes are not graded. You may use your notes to answer the questions. Some of the questions ask for a response to a reading passage and a talk or a lecture. The reading passages and the questions are written, but the directions will be spoken. Your speaking will be evaluated on both the fluency of the language and the accuracy of the content. You will have 15 to 20 seconds to prepare and 45 to 60 seconds to respond to each question. Typically, a good response will require all of the response time and the answer will be complete by the end of the response time. You will have about 17 minutes to complete the speaking section. A clock on the screen will show you how much time you have to prepare each of your answers and how much time you have to record each response.
You will now be asked a question about a familiar topic. After you hear the question, you will have 15 seconds to plan your response and 45 seconds to speak.
Do you agree that famous artists and sportsmen should have greater privacy than they currently do?
You will now read a short passage and then listen to a conversation on the same topic. You will then be asked a question about the passages. After you hear the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak. You have 45 seconds to read the passage below.
Listen to 2 students discussing this article.
Wow, this new program where you can take classes without grades or credit seems strange. Isn't the point of college to earn credits for graduation?
It is a bit unusual, but I think there could be some merit to it. Remember how stressed we were last semester trying to juggle all those classes and maintain good grades? This program could allow students to explore subjects they're genuinely interested in, without the pressure of GPA worries.
Yeah, that constant stress wasn't ideal. But wouldn't taking classes without credit be a waste of time? Shouldn't we be focusing on classes that count toward our degrees?
Not necessarily. Think about it. Wouldn't it be valuable to delve deeper into a topic you're passionate about, even if it's not directly related to your major? I heard about a similar program at another university where students could take non-credit writing workshops to improve their writing skills. That kind of focused learning could be beneficial.
I see your point. Maybe it could be a good way to broaden our knowledge and explore new areas without the pressure of exams and assignments.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe the newfound knowledge from these non-credit classes could even connect back to our major studies in unexpected ways.
The woman expresses her opinion about the proposal described in the letter. Briefly summarize the proposal. Then state her opinion about the proposal and explain the reasons she gives for holding that opinion.
You will now read a short passage and then listen to a lecture on the same topic. You will then be asked a question about the passage. After you hear the question, you have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak. You have 45 seconds to read the passage below. You may begin reading now.
Now listen to part of a lecture in an agriculture class. Today, we're going to explore the concept of integrated farming and how it combines animals and crops for mutual benefits. Integrated farming is an innovative approach that promotes sustainability and productivity on farms. Let me provide you with an example to illustrate this concept. One example of integrated farming is the combination of poultry and vegetable production. In this system, chickens are raised near vegetable crops. The chicken manure, rich in nutrients, is directly used as fertilizer for the crops. This eliminates the need for synthetic fertilizers and reduces nutrient runoff, which can cause environmental pollution. The crops, in turn, provide natural forage and feed for the chickens, reducing the reliance on external feed sources. This example demonstrates how integrated farming creates a symbiotic relationship between animals and crops. The waste products of one component become valuable resources for the other, promoting resource efficiency and minimizing waste. Additionally, the integration of animals and crops can enhance pest control, as chickens can help control insect pests in vegetable crops.
Explain how the example from the professor's lecture illustrates the concept of integrated farming.
You will now listen to part of a lecture. You will then be asked a question about it. After you hear the question, you will have 20 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak.
Listen to part of a lecture in an archaeology class.
Today, we will discuss the environmental conditions that contribute to the preservation of archaeological artifacts. Preservation of artifacts is crucial for understanding the past, and certain environmental factors play a significant role in their longevity. Let me provide you with 2 examples to illustrate these strategies. The first strategy is stable temperature and humidity. Archaeological sites located in regions with consistent temperature and humidity levels often exhibit better artifact preservation. For instance, the dry desert climates of Egypt have contributed to the exceptional preservation of ancient Egyptian artifacts. The low humidity and minimal rainfall in these areas reduce the risk of deterioration and minimize the growth of destructive organisms. The second strategy is the presence of anoxic environments. Anoxic conditions, where oxygen is absent or limited, can help preserve organic materials that are susceptible to decay. A notable example is the preservation of ancient wooden artifacts in waterlogged environments such as bogs. The lack of oxygen in these waterlogged areas inhibits the growth of bacteria and fungi, preventing the decomposition of organic materials.
Using the examples from the lecture, explain 2 ways that environmental conditions help preserve archaeological artifacts.